my legs are like constantly moving around. I can't keep my legs still. I know that looks bad, don't it? That's where I fell due to a back problem. That's where I fell, where I have a back problem. It, I guess, forever tattooed my leg like that. And then I've had knee replacement. This knee's stiff, but the pain level's getting better. I can say that one thing positive there, even though this thing still hurts, it's mostly stiff, pain level's improved. But then my other knee going out, just have to get my ass out there. I guess there's no point in just laying here. I don't know. You ever get like, and I got problems with my damn shoulder, my right shoulder too, and it's like I'm getting out on the right side of the bed. It's hard for me to get out of bed. Hold on, try to keep my phone from falling. How am I going to do this without falling the phone? Golly, it hurts. I don't know. Can you see what it says on that clock right there? It says 4:04 in the morning. Now, what time did I wake up? I've been laying here. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm guessing, I think, was it 2 o'clock I woke up? I've been laying here 2 hours. I can't sleep. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. My nervous system's out of whack. Something wrong with my nervous system. They can't figure it out. And this goes on every damn it night. Excuse my language. I'm probably going to cuss. Usually do when I get frustrated. Might as well get out of bed. I've been laying here 4:04. I usually try to lay in the bed to at least 5 o'clock. I get in the bed around 7. I usually lay in the bed till 5. I know that's 10 hours, but the way my brain and body rolls with pain and everything, 10 hours, I'm lucky to get 6 hours of sleep. I try to get at least 6 hours sleep in 10 hours. I don't know what I got last night, but it was horrible. Let's just get out of bed. Just anxiety, pain. I just need another body. I need something wrong with my brain making me nervous. What did I say sometimes for? My stomach every day. I don't know why I said sometimes. My stomach every day does not digest food well. I've been in the hospital twice with a tube up my nose, colon blockage. This neurologist on YouTube told me that I seen a neurologist one time on YouTube. She was talking about problems you have with your pituitary gland and hypothalamus, and one of the symptoms was stomach problems like I have. And she was naming all these things: my anxiety disorder, thyroid hormone problems, the whole 9 yards, and stomach problems can come from a pituitary gland. But anyway, I gotta take at least, at one time ago I was taking 2. When I was on narcotic pain medicine, I had to do 2 of these because narcotic pain medicine will constipate you. It's kind of rubbed off, but I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday here. I'd fill these up, like doing the pillbox method. If this is empty, I've taken it. If it's not empty, I haven't taken it. I was doing that. I need to get back to doing that again, because it's not, you can't overdose. I had a G.I. Joe doctor tell me one time, you can't overdose on this stuff, but if If I take too much of it, it give you the runs. It make you crap your brains out. If I don't take it, it'll get me too constipated. So I try to take at least one lidful a day. I'm trying to make myself normal. I don't want to go too much, but then I don't want to go at all. Well, I have to use the pillbox method, y'all. If I don't use the pillbox method, today's Friday. If my medicine's there, that means I didn't take it yesterday. I didn't take it yesterday morning. I thought I took it yesterday morning. I thought I took my medicine. See, if I didn't do this pillbox method, I would never take my medicine right. But I see, even though I do the pillbox method, sometimes I still don't do it right because my pillbox thing here telling on me right now. I took it all them days, Sunday through Wednesday, but from what that looks like, today's Friday. I forgot to take my medicine yesterday. Why do I do that? I could have swore I took my medicine yesterday, but evidently I must not have because it's laying right there. That's how this pillbox method works. If it's gone, you've taken it. If it's not gone, obviously you didn't take it. I don't know how else for me to keep up with this. I'd never keep up with this if not for this method. Let's take it with my Tylenol. I can tell the difference with and without Tylenol. It's like 4 or 7 in the morning. My brain won't go to sleep. So I just get up and I'm aggravated about it because I like to try to sleep to at least 5. I never sleep past 5. It's just not possible. Let's see what I weigh this morning while we're doing all this.
Hello. Please step on the scale. Your weight is 200 pounds.
That's what happens when you eat out with a good friend. You gain a few. If I stay on my diet every day, my weight goes down, down, down. But I go out, eat with a friend like I did yesterday, weight goes up. So that's another thing about it. I just need a new body, folks.
A young boy's quick thinking will astonish you.
I just want to jump in and get them out.
I got 12:30 on my watch here.
Are caught in a flash flood.
I've been up since, was it 2? Something, it was early. I know it was before 3 o'clock. And not being able to go back to sleep. It's probably going to hit me like a sack of shit in my face
A water main break sends a
later on this afternoon, or like when I wake up so early like that, I didn't sleep very well.
to the rescue.
It'd be 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5. That's like my brain will just be ready for sleep. And I don't, my shoulder and my neck, I don't feel very well right now. And
A firefighter faces flames. Sponsored by Belfort. Now,
I'm going to look at my Google Watch
Being outside all
and
day
see
is an ideal scenario for a kid. But as a
what
parent,
it shows. I actually slept last night out of curiosity. I don't feel like I slept very well.
When was I crying?
Well, when you look at this thing, it shows that I fell back to sleep. I don't know. That thing ain't always right. It's a lot of times it's pretty close. It gives me an idea that this watch monitors my sleep at night. It does. I think it does it a couple of different ways. It measures movement. It looks at my oxygen levels. It looks at how my heart beating. Looks at a couple of different things, but it's really impossible for a watch on your arm. But it's close though. It knows by the way you move. It knows by your oxygen levels, and this thing has some kind of sensor in it. It reads anxiety too. It somehow, I don't know how it does that. It'll read the goosebumps. Like sometimes when my anxiety is really high and I get goosebumps, this thing will tell me that I'm having anxiety. I don't know exactly how this works, but there's no way it could be 100% accurate on your arm, measuring your brain waves. Something on your arm. How is something on your arm going to measure your brain waves? It's amazing it can do as much as it can do, you know? It's amazing it can do as much as it can do, but it can't be 100% accurate. But I don't know. I don't know. I just know it says 6 hours and something. I don't know. I don't know what I got. I'm not sure. I'm just tired, sleep deprived. It's like I just looked at the temperature and it's, what did it say? I'm trying to remember what it said. I just saw it. I do remember the feel like temperature is 100 and the temperature is 89. And this is the type of weather I like to get out and walk in. I like the temperature at 97 degrees with 97 humidity, and if it feels like 100, that's good too. This is good walking weather for me. I used to walk this right here. I go around the corner there, and I go around there. There's a big oak tree over there. There's like a big oak tree over there. It's not quite a mile. It's like 0.67. It's like 2/3 of a mile. Most people would walk a mile in about 12, 14 minutes. Back when epidurals were working and I didn't have knee problems, and the epidurals were working good enough where I wasn't having too much back problem as long as I had epidurals. The best walk I ever did in 1 mile was 14 minutes. Now, I got two friends of mine, a little older than me. One of them 6 months older than me. They're older than me. They jog all the time. And they can run a mile in 5 minutes. I've never been able to run a mile in 5 minutes. But my best walk time was probably about 6 years ago, since I started having these Fitbit watches. My best walk time ever was at 14 minutes. I thought I was doing awesome. That's a mile. That was 6 years ago, but now my hips gone out, epidurals quit working. I got immune to them. The doctor said, you've been doing them for so long. I just got immune to them. You see that pool right there? There ain't nobody there right now. I usually go to the pool. I ought to go to the pool and try to swim some. That would be good exercise for me. And it's swimming in the water. It's not so hard on your joints. But I don't know what my walk time is now. I can walk up there and back. I can probably walk a mile, but I have to sit down. I have to sit down on this walker ever so often and rest a minute. So I'm going to go into, hold on. I'm going in here to exercise my legs. Another brain for it. I put on 2 different shoes. I noticed that. I got 2 different shoes. Well, it's okay. I got on 2 different shoes. I just now noticed that. I gotta do this every day because if I don't, my knee will freeze up on me from where I had knee replacement. I just figured if I do this every day, it stays loose. I'm laying down in the bed right now because my neck pain, my pain issues, they come and go. I don't know, man. My shoulder, my neck, my low back, but right now it's really bad in my neck. I want to take a Tylenol, but my blood pressure is roasting. It will shoot my blood pressure. I get really bad hurting sometimes. It'll mess with my blood pressure like that, and then sometimes I hurt real bad. It won't mess with my blood pressure. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. I know a long time ago when I was in the emergency room or whatever, I had this nurse come in to give me a shot of morphine, and at the time, this was years ago, maybe 20 years ago. It was probably 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. I never had morphine before. I was scared of it, and I asked them, I said, what are you doing? What are you going to give me that for? And the nurse told me, this was a long time ago, we know you're hurting. I said, how do you know I'm hurting? I mean, I told him I was hurting, but the way he said it, we know you're hurting. We know you're really hurting. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? How do you know I'm really hurting? They said, we can see it in your blood pressure. You shoot your blood pressure up like that, you're hurting. That's how we know. That's one way they tell you're really hurting, because pain will affect your blood pressure, it'll affect your adrenaline, and it'll make your anxiety worse, makes everything damn worse. And then I noticed that about my pain. Ever since then, I noticed that about my pain. Yeah, it will shoot the blood pressure up. And then sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. It don't always shoot my blood pressure. I'll be hurting like hell and it won't, and sometimes it will shoot my blood pressure up. So I'm just laying down here, I'm hurting. Aching, throbbing, stabbing. Today's Friday, I forgot to take my medicine. Why do I do that? I could have swore I took my medicine yesterday, but evidently I must not have, because it's laying right there. That's how this Pillbox method works. If it's gone, you've taken it. If it's not gone, obviously didn't take it. My mama, I got a picture of her right back. There's my mom right there behind me. My mom, she used to tell me, sometimes I would tell my mom that I'm feeling bad when I'm feeling bad, and sometimes I just wouldn't say nothing to her. And sometimes when I wouldn't say nothing to her, she'd just tell me out of the blue yonder, I can tell you feel bad, son. I said, how do you know I feel bad? I was feeling bad when she said that. I was curious, why? How do you know I feel bad? I didn't tell you I was feeling bad, but I am feeling bad. She'd say, son, I can tell you feeling bad. And I'm like, how do you know I'm feeling bad? She goes, I can see it in your eyes. She said, I can see it in your eyes. You're feeling bad. You get these dark circles. See, I got it kind of right now. And look at this picture right here. Take a look at this picture right here. When you got dark circles underneath your eyes, that usually means you feel bad. That can also be caused by lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can contribute to that as well. And there's some other things. Lack of sleep makes your eyes turn black right here. I just don't sleep good. Tonight, man, I'm going to take my Doclofenac. I guess that's how you say it. I take it and that stuff will make me sleep, but I'm going to feel like shit in the morning, probably. But at least I'm going to sleep. I can't take it every single night. I was telling the sleep apnea doctor that I see for my sleep apnea, she gave me that medicine, that I cannot take it every single night, because if I take it too many nights in a row, it makes my anxiety worse, and it'll make my anxiety worse, and it'll make me feel sleepy. I get like this tired, sleepy feeling, like I'm drugged or something, and at the same time it gives me this really bad anxiety feels. I can't take it every day. I would take it every night if I could, and that medicine's not supposed to have a hangover effect. It was designed to be a pill that puts you to sleep real quick, and it does, and not have a hangover effect. She had me on 10 milligrams. That was too strong. Then she moved me down to 6 as more tolerable. But if I take it too many nights in a row, I get to where it starts it makes me sick. It's funny how physical pills can make my anxiety worse. Another thing too, I just took my testosterone shot. Whenever I take my testosterone shot, I'll sleep better that night. My testosterone's kind of weird. It's like, it makes me sleep better, but then it'll make my anxiety worse in the morning. It's like I go deeper sleep, I sleep more solid, but then I wake up with more anxiety. So I go from one extreme down to deep sleep and then wake up. I just can't wait to see Jesus. Jesus, I love you. And I know I want to admit this right now. I know I don't do a very good job showing you that I love you. I tell you I love you. You know my heart. I don't have to prove anything to you because you see right through me like a magnifying, you see through me like an X-ray machine, like an MRI machine with contrast. You see right through me, Lord. I love you. And the most exciting thing, a part of my life living, is actually dying, because when I die and I get to be with you, that's going to be the most wonderful thing ever. Wonderful thing ever is to be with Jesus. You know, it don't get no better than to be with Jesus. like that number better.
Your weight is 198.8 pounds.
I don't know why I've done that. Kind of ricocheted back and forth. I guess I'll go with that. Shucks. I got another memory loss here. I forgot to have my coffee pot ready first thing in the morning, didn't I? Oh, Lord. I forgot to fix my coffee pot and have it ready for that's another memory loss. I've done that twice in the last week. Normally I have this thing set and ready to roll like on the auto timer brew later, and I forgot to do that last night. That's the second time I've done that in a week.
I'm up every morning. Before sunrise,
I took my Doclofenac last night, and at first it felt like it wasn't going to allow me to sleep. I also took my testosterone shot. That helps me with sleep. Testosterone shot's kind of funny because this does not make any sense to me. I don't know if this makes sense to you. It probably doesn't, I would guess, but I don't know. It don't make sense to me. But the testosterone shot helps me to sleep deeper. It does make me sleep better. But when I wake up in the morning, the anxiety levels are higher. So it's like a testosterone. I got to take testosterone there's a lot of reasons. It supports your weight loss, your bones, your muscles, something to do with your brain, your sleep. Testosterone is a very important hormone. And if I don't take testosterone, I'll be a sicker person, but I think it does inflame my anxiety. But you get anxiety with low testosterone too. Either way, with that shot or without that shot, it's going to cause the anxiety. And I think this is a situation where you got to pick the lesser of two evils. You know what I mean by pick the lesser of two evils? Which way? Both ways, it's like catch-22. What do? Both ways are bad. But you just have to pick the better way. I think I'm better on testosterone than I am not. But I think this is some kind of problem with my hormones. I don't care what these doctors say. I've had doctors in the past, like when I lived in Morristown over 10 years ago, they told me that they thought it was something to do with my hormones and what regulates my hormones, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus gland. And then now all of a sudden I got doctors saying something else. But anyway, I lost a bunch of weight. Right now, I just weighed myself at 198, somewhere between 200 and 198. But almost a little over a year and a half ago, I was 277. So my weight's down almost 80 pounds from where it was. But I really need to lose about another 20 pounds. And the way I got my weight down was I cut out the carbohydrates. Well, all foods have carbohydrates. You gotta have some kind of carbohydrates, but I ate a real low carbohydrate diet and no starches, no sugars. But this right here is what I should not be eating. It's a banana nut cake. I don't have any butter right now. I usually put milk butter on it. It's perfect, but I don't know why, but if I eat something like this helps calm my nervousness down. But right now, this is the problem I have with that Doclofenac. I'm just so groggy, and then I'm like, I slept well, though. I did sleep pretty good. It's like I'm groggy, and I'm wired and I'm tired really bad both ways at the same time. I feel like I need to be outside doing something, At the same time, I feel like I need to be in bed. My body feels like it wants to go two different ways. Like, which way do you go? Do I go outside and walk around, or do I go to bed? I don't know. It makes me feel. Well, it's almost 5:30, something like that in the morning. This will pass. I need to change the oil in my car really bad. Changing oil in the car, laying on the ground, it's just take out a screw, lay on the ground. It's not really that big of a deal. 17 minutes. And I've had some people to accuse me, well, if you can change oil, why can't you do that all day long? Well, there's a big difference in changing my oil, one job, than doing that as a job all day long. Big difference. One of the problems I have is I got a bad neck and a bad shoulder and a bad back and bad knees. And when I'm jacking the car up so I can get underneath it, that's the hardest part for me, changing the oil or doing anything with my car where I got to jack it up. I can rotate the tires, I can do things, but the hardest part for me is jacking the car up, especially if I have to take the wheel off. Oh man, I use my body weight. I don't use my arm because I can't. It hurts my neck, hurts my shoulder. I use my body weight to take the lug nut loose and put the lug nuts back on. That's how I do it. They're only supposed to be about 80 foot-pounds of pressure. That's how I do that without killing my shoulder, killing my arm. But I don't need to take the tire off to change the oil. I do need to rotate my tires though, but there's a guy over here, a company over here, that'll do it for free. Anyway, I just feel pretty rough right now, but I'll be better here in a little while. Oh, this is so annoying. I gotta have a 17 millimeter. There's a 17, but it's what is that? 3/8 inch drive. I need a 17 millimeter to change my oil, and I'm looking for my friggin' tools. It's driving me nuts. I want to get this over with. I'll have to get this over with early in the morning, Saturday morning, when nobody sees me do this, because it usually only takes me about 17 minutes to do this. I like to get this over with early Saturday morning, because I don't know if I'm supposed to be changing oil here or not. I've not asked, but I can't afford to pay. It's a whole lot cheaper if I do it myself. It only takes a few minutes. And all I need right now is a 17 millimeter. Where's my 17 millimeter, please? Damn, it's a 16. I need a 17 millimeter. This is fucking making me fucking mad. I am just like majorly pissed off, folks. I'm trying to get my friggin' oil changed, and I don't know if I'm cussing or not. Sometimes I cuss and I'm not aware of it, but I gotta find a 17 millimeter. It's gotta be a 17 millimeter, and I don't know why. I've got a 17 millimeter, but then I need a 3/4 inch ratchet. I can't find a 3/4 inch fucking ratchet. Fucking, this is pissing me the fuck off. My shoulder, it's just hard. The oil changing part's easiest. All I gotta do is take a screw out, take an oil filter out, put another one. That's the easy part. This is what's so hard. It's hard. This hurts. I get right in that groove there, trying to with my fingers. And this is what's hard on my shoulder, low back, whole body is jacking the car up. I got a heavy duty floor jack over here, 2-ton floor jack, because I'm not going to get up underneath my car without that, because I Damn it, come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wasting time. Oh, shit. I have a hard time doing this because my knee, low back. Okay, I'm laying down. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm laying down sideways. This is hard on the fucking shoulder. And the knuckles, because I just bumped my knuckles on the asphalt. It's hard. It's the hardest and the most dangerous part once I get the car up. Jack stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. God almighty, this is what's hard about doing this. Hardest thing. I gotta make sure I put this where the fucking hell is it? Fuck, I see I ain't up high enough. I'm not up high enough. 2. I'm not up high enough. 3. Now I'm about to be up high. Okay. Okay, you see where I got this jack? Where I got this heavy duty jack stand, I gotta put it right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's gotta be right underneath there in a secure spot where this car does not fall on me. I think that's pretty secure right there. That's pretty secure right there. This guy right next to me here is leaving out. That guy right there just left. Okay, let's get the oil out of my car. I'm taking way too much time. The longer I take on this, harder it is on me. Where's the screw at? Where's the drain? There it is right there. Oh, come on, Jesus. Help me, Lord. I'm too freaking nervous. This is what my problem is, my nerve. My nerves is part of the problem here. It's not that fucking hard, Tim. What the hell is going on? What the? Hold on, bear with me. This is not that difficult, Tim. How many times have you done this throughout your whole freaking life? There's that screw right there. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now then. Finally. Okay. Once it breaks loose like that, come loose with my finger now it should. This is gonna get your hands dirty. It's cold oil. I usually do this with a hot engine, not a cold engine. It's the way they taught me when I was in the friggin' dealership. I know it's still dripping a little bit, but you don't have to get out every drop. There's enough oil out. When you do an oil change, you're really doing an additive change, and there's enough of it out to get enough additives in there to do a oil change. Normally I would get as much out as I can, but I'm pressed for time. This took me way too long. 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes. I time myself when I do my oil. I need to do it in 15 to 17 minutes to be over with, or at least the part of getting the oil out. I got the oil out, but I could not get, this is the new oil filter. I've got the best friggin', oh, I didn't get oil on my damn couch. This is about the best type of oil filter to use for the job, and I could not get there's another oil filter I got. I couldn't get the damn oil filter off my damn shoulder and neck. And it's really not on that tight. I just couldn't get it off. I don't know why I just couldn't get it off. I got it on too tight or something. I could not get the damn thing off. I'm aggravated. Well, it's okay. Oh, come on, Jesus, help me, Lord. I'm too friggin' nervous. My problem is my nerves is part of the problem here. It's not that fucking hard, Tim. What the hell's going on? What? Hold on. There we I put on my Google Calendar, this is a pretty good idea, smart idea. I put in my Google Calendar oil changes so that I can look back in time. I can't remember when I done my oil changes. I can't remember. Now, I know my car's got a computer. I reset the computer and it tells me, like I'll put in 3,000 miles and then it counts down 3,000 miles of driving. You see, and then when I get down to 3,000 miles of driving, the computer in the car will alert me, hey, you've driven 3,000 miles, time for an oil change. But I like to know exactly, I like to keep up exactly when I changed it, because this is the reason why. I'm totally oblivious that on June 25th was the last time I changed my oil. Man, this ain't even been a month. And since I put that on my Google Calendar, today's what, the 18th? It's not been quite a month yet, and I've already driven 3,000 miles. I can't afford an oil change every friggin' 30 days. No, I want to have to start keeping up on a spreadsheet or something how many miles I'm driving a week. See, I go to Morristown, I see my friend. Can you believe this with a drink? Taco John's there. And when I drive to Morristown, it's 40 miles. And then I drive around Morristown a little bit. But really, the drive around Morristown a little bit is really no different mileage than what I drive in Knoxville. So really, when I drive there, well, if I drive all the way to Morristown, that's 50 miles. Drive all the way to my dad's gravesite, 57 miles. So it's at least 100 miles there and back. So if I drive there every weekend, that's an extra 400 miles a month. I don't know. I want to start watching how much because I don't want to do an oil change every month. I was oblivious. I was totally oblivious. Had no clue that I had driven that many miles until I saw it on my Google Calendar. I'm glad I've done that, because now it's okay. This is a 20,000 mile oil filter, and I've only got like 6,000 miles on that. See, I even put on Google Calendar when I changed my oil filter, my air filters and everything, because I'm not going to remember all that. So that helps to remind me of when I changed my air filter and if I changed my spark plugs or whatever maintenance I done on my car. Tires, I put tire rotation in there. It helps to remind me when I put it on Google Calendar. And I saw in February, I changed the oil filter. Toyota, if you go by Toyota recommendation, you don't need to change oil filter but every 10,000 miles. When it's a full synthetic oil filter, every 10,000 miles. So the oil filter I got on there now, I saw from my Google Calendar, I only got 6,000 miles on it. So I guess I can go another 3,000 miles anyway on this, or 4,000, somewhere on that oil filter, and figure out a way to get this off within the next 3 months. I'm not changing my oil again next month. It's too expensive. I can't afford an oil change every month. So I got the oil out. I'm gonna put the oil back in and just let that go. Hold on to this oil filter. See, what is this? It needs to be October when I put that oil filter on and change my oil next. It needs to be October. I can't drive no more than I want to keep up with my miles, what I drive per week. As long as I keep it within 250 miles a week, I should be able to make this oil change last 3 months, like it should last. And tires, wearing out the tires, wearing out my brakes, wearing out the car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to wear my car out that fast. I want to start governing. I want to start watching, keeping up with how many miles I drive If I put it in, I'll put it in my Google Calendar, I guess. Yeah, I'll put it in my Google Calendar because that's how I knew that I changed my oil last month. That's how I knew I changed my oil filter last February, was because I logged it in Google Calendar. I put my oil filter right there. I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to lose it. Where am I going to put this thing where I remember it? I know, I'll put it in my safe because I open my safe every now and then. I don't want to lose this thing. I got to remember that I bought. Let me put it right there. Yeah, right there. Sticking out. See, I got to lay things down in certain places so I don't forget where I put them, because my brain will totally forget where I put the damn thing. So I'm putting it right there because this is $12. That used to be $4. Okay, I got to start keeping up. Like, I probably have already said this. I can't remember if I said this, but I think I have. I got to start keeping up with how many miles. I'm going to have a trip meter going, keeping up with my miles every week, because I cannot afford, you understand, I'm not going to pay, it's $50 for oil change. That is, if I do it myself. It's more money if you get somebody else to do it. You know, I can't afford that every month. I want to start watching. I'm just totally oblivious to that. Like I said, I know I already said this before in the video, totally oblivious until I saw it in my Google Calendar where I logged in my oil changes. I cannot believe. Let's go under maintenance. Well, see, I lacked another 200 miles according to what? But according to my that there tire rotation, I need to get tire rotation next. Let's just hold on here, go back. Let's just reset this. I know, I'm gonna do tire rotation too. Cause see, I got that little icon right there that comes on. It tells me when it's time for maintenance. See, that'll go off when I reset this. What to reset it for. I'm gonna go, I want to try 4,000 miles. I am going to try 4,000 miles because this oil is a different kind of oil. It's supposed to be good for 25,000 miles. I'm not going to go 25,000 miles on an oil change. Mobil One's the only company I know of. They put on their bottles and cans or whatever how many miles, and they had 10,000 miles, 15,000 miles, 20,000 miles. Now they got this new extended life oil that I'm going to try to see if it'll extend the life of this oil. It's supposed to be 25,000 miles. Oil filter's supposed to be 25. Oil's supposed to be 25,000 miles I put in here. The oil filter is supposed to be 20,000, but I'm just gonna do 10,000 miles on the oil filter because that's what Toyota recommends, and 4,000 miles. And I can't be changing my oil every month. I want to tell a friend of mine I gotta start watching how many miles I drive. I'm not paying for an oil change. Not only that, it's going to wear my brakes out, tires out, everything else out about the car. Plus, gas. Look how expensive gas is. It's too much in my budget to drive that many miles. I'm just totally oblivious. That's probably why my budget's so short right now. I'm laying in the bed right now. My neck's hurting me. It's about 9:30. And it's just neck pain. And my neck pain gets strong enough, it'll mess with my adrenal glands. The doctor told me that can happen. I get like really bad neck pain. It gives me adrenaline, and that feeds into my anxiety. So the pain makes my anxiety worse, and then I'm getting a blasted headache from hell. I got to call a friend of mine on the phone. I've talked to her about something here. She texted me. Oh gosh, What are you into?
Trying to get this computer set up.
Oh, he's going crazy. I hear him because...
Come on, Rigby. Get on your page. I found my yard this morning because it's not really raining yet. It looks like it's going to, but I didn't put the charger on the charger.
Yeah, I got my oil changed, and I don't want to pay for an oil change every month. I gotta start keeping track of how many miles I'm driving. If I not...
Does your thing not have a thing that reminds you it needs to be
It
done?
did. In my car, it has a thing, and it was reminding me in my car. That's how I first knew. But then, at that point, I wasn't sure when the last time I changed it. I could not remember when the last time I changed it. That part of it, I was oblivious of it. But I've been logging it in my Google Calendar. See, Google Calendar, you put doctor's appointments, but I put in there, like, when I take my testosterone medicine, and then I've been putting down in there, like, whenever I do maintenance on my car, like when I change the air filter, and then I'll put a reminder, like, a year from now to change my air filter. But anyway, so I was sitting here thinking to myself, boy, it seems like I just changed my oil, but I couldn't remember when the last time I changed it. So I looked in the Google Calendar because I wrote a note there, and it said the last time I changed it, believe it or not, was June 25th, and that was like 3,000 miles ago, and what is it now, the 18th? It's not even been a month, and I've driven 1,000 miles a month. That's too much wear and tear on my car, tires and everything, and oil changes. I want to have to start...
Tim, we've already talked about all this.
I know we talked about this before. I'm just saying I'm going to have to start being more observant of how I need to, like, only drive about 250 miles. Really, if I drove 250 miles a week, that oil change would last at least 3 months. But damn, if I drive 1,000 miles a week, that oil change going to last a month. I'm not paying oil. That's aggravating to pay an oil change. My car, ever since I had it brand new, it must be because of the technology of the Skyactiv or something. That car is supposed to go 7,500 miles on an oil change, according to Toyota. Most of these Toyotas, when you use the Mobil 1 full synthetic oil and full synthetic oil filter, you're supposed to be able to go 10,000 miles. But that car... oil likes to get black at 3,000 miles. It's been like that ever since I bought it brand new with only 41 miles. I don't know why it does that. That's weird. And when I noticed that it was time for an oil change, and then I saw my log there where I changed it, 3 weeks ago, I'm sitting there thinking, am I dreaming this? And then I pulled the dipstick on my car, and I noticed the oil was kind of really dark. I thought, well, I must have, because I wouldn't have wrote that down in Google Calendar, and the oil wouldn't be that dark. And so I must have done that, I guess. Evidently, it just seems unreal that I drove that many miles. That don't seem right. I know when I drive to your house, it's 40 miles, and then it's 40 miles back. That's 80. That's not a lot of miles, but where am I putting all them? Where did I put all them miles on my car is a mystery to me.
It's where you're driving in Morristown. Go right around.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, it's one trip there. Well, one trip there and back is 80 miles. If I did that once a week, 80 times, that'd be 240 of it, wouldn't it? That'd be 8 times 4 is 200. Yeah, that'd be 240 miles of it. But still, that doesn't explain the other 2,500 miles. I just got to start. I'm not going. That nags the hell out of me to have to change my oil every month. That's $50 damn dollars I got to come up every month for an oil change.
You're driving me crazy. That's okay. I already know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll shut up about it. But I'm gonna come see you. Let me wait. I'll come see you next week. I won't talk about it no more. I'll drop it. Okay? I'm going to see you next weekend. I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna wait. I'm expecting the doctor's office to call me about an MRI on my neck. And then if I come all the way there, they call me. If I have an MRI, I got to come back to Knoxville. I want to make sure when I come there, if it's all right with you, of course, I stay like at least 5 days. I guess I'd stay like 5 days and then come home for about a week or two and then come there for about 5 days would be better. To try to, instead of making so many multiple trips, then we'll have to buy new tires again. But
Drive
anyway.
me crazy. This information that you told me.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just need to tell you it's important for me to tell you the reason. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you or don't want to come see you. I won't talk about it no more. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
It's just annoying because we've talked about this.
I know.
Benny.
All right. I won't talk about it no more. Let's drop it. I'll shut up. But I just want you to know that's why I'm going to have to cut out. I'm going to have to slow down my driving. So just be aware of that.
Already know. We've talked about
Okay.
this.
All right. Let's talk about something else. What do you want to talk about? What's Risby doing?
They're beating a dead horse.
Okay. What's Risby doing? How's the Risby or the Frisbee dog doing? Prescription medications here, and she asked me for my address. I wished I got this on video. This would have been good to get on video, guys. But I didn't know I was going to do this. It caught me off guard. I mean, these things happen. Sometimes I catch them on video, and then things happen. I don't catch it on video, and I didn't expect this to happen. But she asked me here at the pharmacy my address, and I told her 742 Delana Drive. Why did I say that? I don't know. I've not lived there in almost 11 years. That was my that was my address I had in Morristown when I lived at that trailer park. I need to go straight across the street. I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A. But yeah, I don't know why I gave her the address. She asked me my address. I swear, I wished I caught that on video because that would have showed you the way my brain works sometimes. I told her, 742 Delana Drive. She says, what? That's not your address. And then when she said that, then I realized it. I did realize it, though, once after I said it. I'm like, oh, wait, I gave you my Morristown. I gave you my Morristown address. Yeah, I gave her the old Morristown address. Last place that I lived at in Morristown, when I lived in Morristown, was on Conrad Drive. There's no way I remember the street number. I wasn't there very long. I was there about 6 months. I think it was Conrad Drive. It was over there, actually right on Cherokee Drive, but I think it was on the corner of Cherokee Drive and Conrad Drive. I think, if that's right, Conrad. This guy had a house, and I was renting out his basement. I have not heard. He's not been on Facebook. I have not heard a thing from him. I think I don't know why he would have moved, because that house was paid for. That was his mom and dad's house. Wasn't a very big house. I don't know why he would sell that house unless he went into living assistance or whatever. I don't know. Can you Google people to see if they're still alive? Maybe. I don't know, but I hadn't heard a word from him. I think he might have died. I know he had a sugar problem. I know he was older than me a few years. Not sure what in the world happened to him, but I need to be going back the other way, but the way this road is, how busy it is and everything, you gotta do it the long way around. You just gotta go with the flow of this traffic. I'm not gonna go across 6 lanes of traffic to get into that Chick-fil-A on a day, in the middle of the day like this. If it's early in the morning or a certain time of the day, I've done it before, but not in the middle of the day. Like, well, 11:20 is the middle of the day for me, because I wake up too damn early. Okay, by the mall, had to do a U-turn. I don't know if you're allowed to do a U-turn there, but I did it anyway. But I'm gonna go down here to Chick-fil-A. 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 I like the spicy chicken sandwich.
Chick-fil-A. Ask her what she want, but I know what she gon' say. Tell her put that cash away, babe. You know I'm gonna pay. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. Chicken sandwich and fries, barbecue on the side. She my ride or die. Girl, you my babe. Let's talk on the phone. Cuddle up, Game of Thrones, put me on. Baby girl, you a star. Just hop in my car. We gon' go real far. Far as you want. You a deer, I'm a hunt. I'm for you. You my boo. Ooh, ooh. Chick-fil-A. 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 Chick-fil-A.
So far, this car, I have never scratched my rims. And I usually do that on every car, but I think the reason why I've never done that is because this car has a reverse camera, and that reverse camera really helps you to back up and not scratch your rims. Let's go in here and Chick-fil-A it.
She gon' say, tell her put that cash away, babe. You know I'm gonna pay. Let's go to Chick-fil-A. Chicken sandwich and fries, barbecue on the side. She my ride or die. Girl, you my babe. Let's talk on the phone. Cuddle up, Game of Thrones, put me on. Baby girl, you a star. Just hop in my car. We gon' go real far. Far as you want. You a deer, I'm a hunt. I'm for you. You my boo. Ooh, ooh. Chick-fil-A. 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 Ask her what she want, but I know what she gon' say. Tell her put that cash away, babe. You know.
This place here in about another 30 minutes gonna be busy, busy, busy. That's why I got here at 11:31. Actually, I got here a few minutes ago. Y'all see what this was like here in the next 30 minutes. If I hold on here in 30 minutes, I can show you what I'm talking about, but I don't know, we'll see. I was going to go to Go Gym after this, but I don't feel good. I think I need to go lay down, man. I can't be laying down too much. I gotta be like exercising as much as my body will let me exercise, because exercise is important for your whole body, really, and your mind, your brain is just important. You know, I've not been to church that much. It's been, I think, as far as going to Sunday school, I think it's been almost a year ago since the last time I was in Sunday school. And I have been to church this year, 2026. But I'm thinking, I know it was sometime before my brother's, wedding. I went to church last. I think the last church I went to, I put on video when I went to First Baptist. I need to go back to First Baptist. I need to go to this Baptist church up here on Cedar Lane. Is that the name of it? Or is it Cedar Lane? Or is it called Merchant or something? I need to go to that church. I got to go to church tomorrow. Not been in a while. And somehow I got to get my ass back into Sunday school class too. I was doing pretty well there, going to Sunday school, going to church, and then I don't know what happened. Well, part of what happened was I had knee replacement, and that made it really hard to get into church. But my left knee replacement has, at the pain level, I will say this is something positive. I'm saying something positive, folks. Are you listening to me? I'm actually saying something positive. Some people say that I don't say enough positive things, but here's a positive. This left knee's, as far as the pain, is getting better than what it was after surgery. Not before surgery, but after surgery. So that's a positive there. So anyway, I want to go home and lay down in bed for a minute. I forgot to do a video on how busy that place gets at 12 o'clock, which it ain't quite 12 o'clock yet, but I usually try to. I started avoiding restaurants between 12 and 2 back when I used to work for Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that, because I just kind of figured it out that between 12 and 2, that's the lunch hour of the majority of people in the world, well, the world I live in. And if you go before or after then, it's not as crowded, and I don't like crowds, and get your food faster, you get in and out there faster. I don't know. I can eat. Sometimes I do lunch. I think I did lunch Thursday with my friend at 12 o'clock, and it was packed, of course. But I try to avoid lunches between then. I need to lay down. I'm having a hypersomnia episode too right now, where I just feel really tired, really sleepy. I need to lay down.
I love you.
I need to take another Tylenol. I guess I'm hooked on Tylenol the rest of my life.
Hello?
I just woke up. I actually fell asleep. Yeah, I just woke up and I actually fell asleep.
Good morning, church. It's good to be with you this morning. Come on, stand with us. Let's begin to sing.
I have not been to that church. Like I said before in this video, I've been going to church. A year ago, I started going again. And I don't know, it's just, well, I had knee surgery December 15th, like 7 months ago, and then that made it kind of hard for me to go, and then I did go. I've gone a few times. I gotta start going back to church, man. I love the Lord Jesus. I'm a Christian. I don't feel right when I don't go. Last week, if you watched my other video, I had to drive around Morristown. I had to go to my dad's graveside. I love driving around. I love driving around. And I was putting my driving around. I gotta go to church. I'm gonna try to go to that church here in Knoxville, that Wallace Baptist Church. And then next weekend, I'm gonna try to go to First Baptist Church in Morristown. But I gotta go to church. What's wrong with me? Why am I not going to church? Well, it's good that it bothers me, because if it didn't bother me, it would be worse if it didn't bother me. Being that it bothers me lets me know something about me, that the Holy Ghost is really living in me, because when you get saved and you become a Christian, the Holy Ghost, you get born again, the Holy Ghost comes to live in your body. It's a sin detector, or it's It'll grieve your spirit. That's what's happening. The Holy Ghost that lives in me, even though I cuss sometimes, I just know it's the Holy Ghost. Even I know I'm bad about cussing sometimes. I wish I did not have that sinful flaw, but I do. And then sometimes I don't go to church, and that's unacceptable. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ died on the cross for me. He didn't have to come from glory to do that. He didn't have to do that. As a matter of fact, if you looked at the story of him in the Garden of Gethsemane, he asked God twice, should I go? Should I do this? God told him, the Father told him twice, yeah, man, you got to do this. Who would want to do that? Who would want to go to the cross? Of course he's going to ask him. I don't even know if I could have done it if I was in his shoes, but he did it because he wanted to please the Father and he wanted to save me. And then here I don't go to church. What's wrong with me? How dare me do that? How dare me be that way and do that? I don't get it. I'm just going to just go. I'm going to have to figure out a way to start going. I wake up my anxiety and my pain level has been worse. Not to make an excuse, it's been worse. I know if you watched my last video, you're probably thinking, well, you drove to Morristown and you drove circles around First Baptist and didn't go. Yeah, I know, but sometimes my anxiety disorder makes me not want to go into a building of people. But I can still do it. I'm going to have to just force myself to do it. It's like I want to go, but I don't want to go at the same time. Have you ever been that way? You want to do it, but you don't at the same time. I feel like I must do it. I want to be part of the church, especially the way things are going on right now. I'm pretty sure the rapture is about to happen any second, any day now. Within the next year and a half, I say by the end of 2027, the rapture is going to be here, and I want to be ready for it. I just need to be ready for it. I don't know how you ever be ready for that, but I need to be as ready as I possibly can. Okay. I'm like walking again, and I'm not using the walker, and I hope I don't fall. I don't really have to use that walker to walk, especially where I'm walking there. My legs, body is like strong enough for me to walk. From here, my leg where I had surgery, it's not hurting me as bad as it was where I had knee surgery, but my leg is stiffer. I walk with a limp because my leg is stiffer. It's just stiffer. Now, if I bend it hard enough, I bend it really hard, it will hurt. But far as I had a problem after surgery, walking on this leg, a sharp stab, just intermittently, unpredictable. It just totally unpredictably. I never know what was going to happen. I'd have a sharp stab, and so strong it knocked me down. I don't know why. Thank the Lord. This is another positive thing to say here. That is gone away. I'm not having that problem, but my low back problem. Or my hip problem will throw me down. I never know when that's going to happen. I don't know. I feel like I don't fall. I almost fell at the curve. That curve right there. Last week, I almost fell stepping up on that curve, but I had my walker in front of me and it kept me from falling. Now, my other knee is going bad. I probably need knee replacement in the other knee, but I'm just not going to do the knee replacement until it gets bad enough to do knee replacement. But there's people out at that pool. I normally swim in the pool. This is the first year I have been at this. First year I have been at this apartment complex that has a pool over there. You see the pool front. You see the pool over there? I need to go swim in that thing. That would be good exercise. But I got to get my act together, try to exercise more. I'm not sleeping right at night. I'm gonna go over here to this gym and ride this bicycle because from one of the issues I'm having with my knee as far as the stiffness goes, if I don't ride a bicycle every day. If I don't ride this bicycle every day, my knee will lock up on me. I don't know, every time there's been a couple of times I've gone 4 or 5 days I didn't ride a bicycle, or I might have walked a little bit, but I didn't do my physical therapy, bending my knee, and it just wants to lock up on me. I need to utilize that swimming pool. But there's a storm coming over there. I just heard thunder right before I started this video. I just heard thunder right before I started this video. Okay, I'm gonna put this seat all the way, see this seat is all the way down so that when I turn my legs, I'm turning them as tight as I can. See, I want to bend this knee. Okay. I want to bend this knee, riding this bike as hard as I can. Now that hurts, but this is a situation where no pain, no gain. This is a situation where no pain, no gain, if you know what I mean. This is a no pain, no gain. So this hurts. And if I don't do this to where it hurts, I gotta do this to where it hurts, because this is gonna keep my leg from stiffening up. Just great. My umbrella is at home too. It's just pouring down rain. It's just pouring down rain. It is pouring. Golly, I should have brought my umbrella. I gotta go over there, man, and I can't walk or run and near as fast as I can. I'm gonna get drenched. I think my phone is pretty much I think my phone is fairly well waterproof, I guess. I don't know. Well, I gotta go all the way over to there. It's probably about 3 minutes in the rain. Oh, God. I'm gonna get wet, so I'm gonna put my cell phone in my pocket, try to leave it as dry as I can. It's thundering and lightning. That ain't no sound effect. That's real thunder you're hearing right there. I'm like soaked from my head to my toe. And I guess I don't need a shower now. I had one. No, I'll take a shower anyway. I won't end up with 2 showers today. Look at me, man. I'm like, it's dripping. Can you see it dripping off of me? My head, like, look at my glasses, how wet they are. I'm like soaked, and it's thunder. You hear that thunder? I can walk upstairs a lot better than down, see them? But going down is where it's hard. I got soaked. I mean, I got drenched. And then I go in here in my apartment and it's freezing cold with this rain on me. I took my shirt off and look, it's just dripping water. Look at the water dripping on. It's just rain water. That's how wet I got. Look at the water dripping on. That shirt is soaked. I got soaked. I got soaking wet. The shirt's just dripping. It'll be all right. Floor may get a little wet, but it'll be all right.
Hey, sexy Timmy. Hey, sexy. Mwah.
Oh, it feels so good on my free. This is hot ass water. It's on my neck and my shoulders. God, it feels good. I'm putting it down my back. Oh my God, it's like a massage. Oh my God. That feels good. Not gonna show any nudity on YouTube. Don't worry about that. I will show myself in the shower though. Almighty. every single night I'm like this, man. Every single night I'm like this. I'm just awake, sleep. I can't sleep solid all the way through the night. And I started not to do this, but I did it anyway. But I'm doing little video clips of me waking up in the middle of the night to show people how many times I wake up. My brain goes to sleep and then wakes up. Brain goes to sleep, wake up. Sometimes it's pain that wakes me up. Sometimes it's probably my sleep apnea waking up, even though the CPAP really helps. I stop breathing like 92 times an hour. But with this CPAP, I only stop breathing about 3 or 4 times an hour. So this thing helps, but my pain, anxiety, and sleep apnea wakes me up all night long. I'm just can't sleep through the night, folks. It's just rough. And then when you don't get enough sleep at night, that makes you feel worse in the day. And it'll make your anxiety worse in the day too. Well, I was sleeping pretty good, and then I just woke up down with a nervousness in me. If you're wondering if I'm nervous about something, I don't know what I'm nervous about. I don't have no nervous thoughts. I don't know what it is. I was sleeping. I don't know. Just wake up nervously for some reason. I don't know what I'm nervous about. Trying to get out of bed, and this is where it feels really bad. I think my testosterone medicine has something to do with my anxiety disorder. The medication can cause anxiety like this. So if you're thinking, well, then don't take it. There you go. There's your answer. No, because my testosterone levels will go so low that it'll cause just as much anxiety that way too. See, low anxiety will cause, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Low testosterone numbers will cause you to have like anxiety. Medication will cause, either way you're having anxiety. I feel like I can't move, but I can. I gotta get out of bed and try to. I need to go to church this morning. I got 6:44. Dang it, I need to go to church. I want to go to church really bad, but I think my anxiety disorder makes me where I feel like I don't want to go nowhere. It's like, I got 2 different feelings at the same time, to be honest with you, and I think I know why I got these. The anxiety makes me feel like I don't want to go anywhere. The anxiety makes me feel like I'm stiff all over. I get this sensation like I can't move to the point my diaphragm can't pump air. That's the way I get this with anxiety. I wake up really bad with it in the morning. I get this like I'm in a straitjacket bound up, or like am I wrapped up in saran wrap type feeling, just tight all over. I can't move. But I can move. A long time ago, when this first started, like 23 years ago, I used to check my oxygen levels. I did. I used to check my O2 levels all the time to make sure I was still breathing okay, because I felt my lungs would feel, but I'm breathing fine, and I can move. I can go out the door, but I feel like I don't want to go out the door. I feel like I want to go to bed. I feel like I want to go to bed, but at the same time, simultaneously, yeah, I got two different feelings simultaneously at the same time. I feel like go to bed, and then I also feel like go out the door. I get that's like, which way do I go? That's horrible. It's kind of like a wired and tired feeling. I'm wired and tired at the same time. I know somebody from Morristown that's got thyroid problems, but they've got thyroid problems opposite from me. I'm hypothyroid. They are hyperthyroid. Their thyroid works too much. Mine don't work enough. And I remember talking with them on the phone about that feeling I just described you, and they said that they're hyperthyroid makes them feel the same way. They said they could relate. I think I know what's going on with me, and these doctors are absolutely, totally missing it. I went to a neurologist. They said they can't find nothing wrong with me. They won't send me to a psychiatric doctor. What? I don't have nothing psychiatric going wrong with me. This all started at the same time my hormone problem, my sleeping problem started. I take hormone medications. I take thyroid medicine. And I have to take testosterone medication. And Google search this. Google search this. You'll see that I am correct. Side effects of especially the testosterone medicine. I asked Lee Connelton, Dr. Lee Connelton one time, my urologist that gives me my testosterone medicine. I asked him one time ago, can this testosterone medicine make you feel nervous and jittery all over? His reply to that question was, yeah, it can make you feel on edge. It can make you feel on edge. So, thyroid medicine. I mean, the thyroid, and I think mostly the testosterone medicine is making me feel on edge, because I even had my doctor to admit that to me. Yeah, he said, yeah, I can make you feel on edge. But, on the contrary, Houston, we have a problem. If I don't take the testosterone medicine, low testosterone make you feel on edge too. Low testosterone make you feel on edge too. Your hormones can make you feel on edge. Your hormones can cause an anxiety disorder. So, these doctors I've seen, they're educated, but they're just not educated enough, evidently. My testosterone medicine I'm taking is probably inflaming this disorder. But yet, if I don't take it, then I get anxiety from. So the medicine, see what I'm saying? I'm in a catch-22. What in the world do I do? I don't know. I just have to pick the lesser of two evils, so to speak. Just have to pick the lesser of two evils. I guess I'm better on testosterone than I am off. But I got a feeling that's what it is. I'm going to try my best. We'll see what happens if I do or if I don't. You'll see in the video if I do. I've not been to church in at least 6 weeks or maybe 8 weeks, 2 months. And I really need to go regardless how I feel. Lord Jesus, please help me go to church this morning. I need to go. I need to be in your house. It's your Sunday. It's your day. You deserve every day of my week, especially Sunday. And I don't need to be sitting at home doing it on the internet, doing it on YouTube. I need to be going out the door doing it. You know, Lord, please help me, Lord, to get the motivation, the strength, and to feel like I can do this, please. I want to go to your house and worship your name. Even though I cuss a lot, I'm sorry. It's Sunday morning, almost about 7:30. I want to go to church. I want to check my blood pressure. My anxiety is so high right now. I'm so shaky. I'm having a little bit of trouble talking. I don't know why. I'm talking. I'll be talking okay, like I am talking okay now, but then every now and then my tongue just gets tongue-tied. I don't know. So let's see what my blood pressure. It feels like it ought to be extremely high, and sometimes with this anxiety disorder, it is, and then sometimes it isn't. It's like I can feel this way. It could be high as hell. I can feel this way, and it'd be fine. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Feels like it ought to be roasting, but you can't never go by the way you feel. It's just well, shoot. Sometimes this thing's real sensitive. I may have been talking too much. Let me try it again here. Be real still, real relaxed. Wait a minute here. What is this thing? Oh, this thing is a very good. I may not have it lined up exactly right here. Let's try that thing right there. Okay. Daggone it, guys. I need to have my blood. What? I need to have a. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it. It doesn't want to work. That's just grand. Okay, there it is. It's fine. Look, it's fine. I don't know why I had to do it 3 times, 4 times. How many times I do that? 4 or 5 times? Tried this arm. I don't know why. My blood pressure's fine. I knew. Sometimes it can be high. Sometimes I can have this problem be high, but see, 131, the little bit high, but then the 72 number, bottom numbers, that's really not bad. Sometimes my pain problem will send my blood pressure up, and sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. Same thing with anxiety. Okay, this is Timbo here, and I'm on my way to church, and I don't physically feel like doing this, but mentally is another story. Mentally, I feel like I have to do this. I feel like I have to go to church, guys. The Savior came from heaven, died for me, and I can't go to church one day a week. I don't know. I feel tired and I feel wired simultaneously, and I feel stiff all over, and it's all part of the anxiety problem. And like I've already explained, that I think it's my hormone problem causing this. Like I've already explained in this video, I'm going to say it one more time, that I found out somebody blow at me? I don't know. I found out that when your testosterone level is low enough, it'll cause you to have anxiety. That's the reason why 23 years ago my anxiety broke out so bad. It's because of a hormone problem. Your thyroid can add to it too, and that's what I was having problems with. Now, Google search this. You'll see I'm correct. And I've had 2 doctors. One of them was my brother, and the other one was my urologist. Testosterone medicine can cause you to feel on edge, according to Dr. Lee Connelton. in Knoxville, Tennessee, urology, Tennessee neurology. According to him, he told me that. I asked him about that because I kind of felt like it was. But my brother said, and plus I had another endocrinologist to say up in La Follette, Tennessee, Dr. Hammy, is that his name? I don't know if he's still up there because it's been a while since the last time I saw him. But one time ago, Dr. Hammy that I was seeing in La Follette, Tennessee, told me that the reason why I was feeling so bad with anxiety and everything that I was feeling bad, making me sick, was low testosterone. So, the medicine makes you side effects of the medicine makes you sick, and if you don't take it, it makes you sick. It's like pick your lesser of two evils, I guess. But sometimes I get something in the mail. There's nothing I can do about it till Monday morning. It might be a bill or something. I don't know. Sometimes I get something in the mail that'll aggravate me, and if I open my mail on Saturday morning, and if it's something I can't do nothing about it, say I can't do nothing about it, because you have to make a phone call. Nothing you can do about it till Monday morning. They'll just nag me till Monday morning. So one of the things I've been doing for the longest time is I don't open my mail on Saturday or Sunday. I wait till Monday morning, like 6 o'clock Monday morning, 2 hours or 2.5 hours before most businesses open up, because I don't know, man, what's going on with Medicaid, Medicare. I've been getting there now and then. I get some kind of bill in the mail and I can't pay it, and then that harasses the hell out of me. Or I get something in the mail. So I just don't open my mail, because there's no point in having something to harass my mind. I already have a physical anxiety, and sometimes I have a mental. Sometimes it is mental. Something like that will add to the physical and make the physical worse. So that I have less stress with this, I just don't open my mail till Monday morning. And if it's most likely to be something nothing I can't do about it till Monday morning. Now, I'm sitting here debating. I'm wanting to go to church. I've not been in at least 6, maybe 8 weeks, but I know 6 weeks I've not been to church. And I'm sitting here debating in my mind, which way do I roll? Do I interstate it? Or do I do the way? I know a side road, back road way to go. That's, if you look at it on the map, the way I go, it's not longer as far as miles, but it is as far as time. You know, my anxiety disorder, testosterone medicine and everything kind of makes me feel like, do it, damn it. I get this feeling in me like when I'm intimidated to ride on the highway, do it, damn it, do it. But at the same time, I'm nervous about it. No, don't do it. So let's see what I do here in a minute. I'm either going to damn it do it, or I'm not going to do it. We'll see what I'll do here in a minute. I'm thinking about doing it, but I'm thinking about not. I don't know. We'll see what I do. I think I'm going to do it. Dang it. I was supposed to go back there, because here I have to turn my head real sharp. There I don't have to turn my head. There I only have to turn my head like this. But here I have to turn my head way back. I always go up that road instead of this road, because it's hard on my neck. Because see right here, I got to turn my head. Well, let me turn my car into a position where I don't have to turn my head as much. Let's do it like this. Oh my God, people wonder. Okay, now I don't have to turn my head as sharp. Okay, nobody's coming. Okay, let's see what I do here. Let's see what I do. Let's see what I do here. I'm thinking about doing it all because I don't feel like doing it. And anxiety problems worse in the morning. And it's I got 8:39. I think I'm going to do it to it. I got the green light. Let's roll. storm. I don't want to run into no storm. As long as if it rains, it don't bother me. But if it rains so hard I can't see the road, then that bothers me. Or I can't see the road rain. I'm gonna do it, damn it. I just stay in the right-hand lane the whole way. But at one point I do gotta get in that other lane. Let's just do it. There are no turnarounds right here. You cannot turn around to at least Western Avenue. So you have to do at least Western Avenue.
I lift my eyes to the hills ahead. Where does my help come when I'm filled with dread? My help comes from the Lord above, who made the heavens and walks in love. He won't let my foot be moved. He watches me with eyes that prove. He don't slumber, he don't sleep. He's the keeper of my steps so deep. The Lord's my shade at my right hand. The sun won't scorch, the moon won't land. No harm shall strike me by the day. He guides my soul when I lose my way. He'll keep me now and forevermore. When I leave my home, I'll shut the door. From this time forth and ages gone, He walks beside me through every song. He won't let my foot be moved. He watches me with eyes that prove. He don't slumber, he don't sleep. He's the keeper of my steps so deep. So I'll keep walking, no need to fret. My help's from Zion, He ain't failed me yet.
Okay, that did not feel good. That did not, that was high strung for me. That was, I did it though. These freaking clouds were bothering me that I didn't know if it's gonna start. That looks dark over there like it's gonna rain. And I had that was not easy. Sometimes it has been, there's been moments where it's been easier than that, but that was, at one point I had chest pains. At one point I had chest pains. At one point I felt like my head was slightly dizzy, but really it wasn't. I don't know. That's a weird feel. I feel like I've learned this is not psychosomatic, folks. I didn't hear this about anxiety and then all of a sudden in my anxiety I had this. I already had this issue before I learned about it, but anxiety sometimes can make you feel like you're going to go dizzy. I had that problem before I found out about that. I just researched it and found out that that's one of the symptoms of anxiety. You feel like you're going to go dizzy. Because I had that feeling, and then I researched it to see if that was part of anxiety, and I found out that it was. That's the way that rolls. And then, of course, chest pain's obviously part of anxiety. I had a little bit of chest pain. And then at one point when I was on, I kid you not, at one point when I was on 275, this road over here, I looked over at my GPS and it showed me where I was on 275, and I thought the GPS was wrong. I thought I was still on 640 or 40. I didn't think I was on 275 there for a moment. Then when I looked back at the road, I thought, oh no, it's right. I just had a brief moment of where I just felt, I lost. I guess I was lost. It didn't last very long, about a minute or two. But I just remember I looked over to, my concentration's on the road, but sometimes I'll look over for just a brief moment. And I looked over just a brief moment, and it showed that I was on 275. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not on 275. That thing's wrong. No, wait a minute. It's right. I am on 275. I don't know, man. That's part of anxiety too. That's all part of the way the brain works with anxiety too. And I'm here at church, and I'm about 41 minutes early, and that's okay. Boy, there's Captain D's. I love to eat there. But taste-wise, that stuff is, they make that fish out of pure lard. Did you know that? Which my grandparents, my great-grandparents, they grew up on lard, and they lived in the 80s and 90s, but I don't know. Well, they're coming along with that building over there, looks like. I'm here at the church. They got that blocked off, don't they? I gotta go to church, man. And part of my anxiety disorder is I have a problem sitting in a room. You may have already heard, if you watch my videos, you may have already heard me say this before, and I'm gonna say this again because this is part of my anxiety too. But my mom told me one time when I was down in Adairsville, when she lived in Adairsville in a condominium. Mother told me one time when I was sitting there on the couch, my mom was sitting in a recliner, and I told my mom, I said, I gotta go for a walk. So I go for a walk. I came back, and my mother, when I came back, told me, I'll never forget her telling me this. She said, you know, you've been doing that since you was 2 years old. I said, doing what? She says, going out walking. She goes, when you was 2 years old, when you first started walking, I couldn't keep you in the house. You just go out the door and be in the yard everywhere. And the older you got, you just roamed more and more and more and more. And so whatever it is about me, it's hard for me to sit in a room. And that's a way I guess I've been my whole life since I was 2 years old anyway. Where am I gonna park at? Where am I gonna park at? I'm here at church. I feel weird doing a video inside the church. I feel like people gonna think, what's up with him? What's he doing with a video camera? I'm doing a YouTube, y'all, as you can see, but I'm just like circling around trying to figure out where am I going to park. I'm sitting here debating, do I go in with my walker or do I not? I don't really have to use that walker, but it keeps me from falling. My back goes out on me. I never know when my back is going to go out on me. Well, as you see, I'm here at church. I'm early. I'm like, service is going to start in about 15 minutes. I know it don't look that packed right now, but this church will look packed. It'll actually be about really halfway full, but it'll look packed. If everybody's set together real close together, it would be at least halfway full or maybe a little bit over. So I feel really rough. I feel like I don't want to be here. I feel like I want to be at home in bed, but I gotta, Lord Jesus, I do this for you, Lord. I do this because I want to be here for you, Lord. I feel like I belong here anyway. I feel really freaking, I feel rough. All I gotta do is hang in there another hour, and it's the least I can do for my Lord and Savior. I know I'm wearing my Jesus shirt. I'm wearing my Jesus shirt with blue jeans. That's just what I'm wearing. So I'm here. I'll be all right, I guess. Well, I probably shouldn't do this. I always feel bad about doing this, but I guess God understands. But I'm leaving early. Church, not by much though. I mean, in about 5 minutes or so it'd be over with. They're doing the altar call now, and I have to leave early. Back real slow here. If I do hit something, I won't hit it too hard. I leave out early because part of my anxiety is being stuck. One of my anxiety issues is being stuck in traffic, and then see all these cars. There's gonna be all kind of people walking around here in a minute, and then stuck in traffic. I don't like to be stuck in traffic. It's like it's almost like I'm an impatient person, but I'm really not. But maybe I am. I don't know. I don't like to be an impatient person. I like to have patience. That's one of the fruits of the Spirit. But I guess just because of the way my brain feels nervous all the time, it makes me feel like, okay, Tim, let's go. I guess, I don't know. So anyway, I'm headed home. I'm having problems with my camera. Sometimes it doesn't record. I don't know what's going on. I use my cell phone to make these videos, and sometimes I'm having problems with it recording. So I'm going home, leaving out here first. The traffic gets all built up, and okay, I'm pulling over here just a minute to do a talk. While that church service was going on, I just felt so fidgety, so nervous. Why do I not want to say nervous? I felt nervous. I don't know why I want to say nervous, but I don't want to say nervous, but yeah, I was nervous. I was fidgety. Kept feeling like I needed to get out of there. I don't know, it's just the way I felt. It's just, nothing against the church, nothing against God, nothing against going for Jesus. It's just, I don't know, I felt like I wanted to be home laying down in the bed, but at the same time I wanted to be there too at the same time. I don't know, just the way it feels. I'm pulled over here just a minute. I'm up on Clinton Highway up here by Napa Auto. There's a Napa Autos part right there. Wonder where there was a Napa Autos part. I'm up here right by Napa Auto part. I said pull over a minute, and then I'm fixing to just drive it home, I guess. try to exercise some here. And I've got a pool. There's a pool at my apartment complex. It's been open for the last 2 months and I haven't been in that pool yet. Normally I'm in it every year because I like to swim, I like the sun, I like to get a suntan. So I'm gonna try to exercise here a little bit and hopefully go to the pool for at least 30 minutes there. I gotta run to the bathroom and then I'll exercise here a little bit and I'll see if I go to the pool. Oh, this feels good in here. Get cold real easy. I'm in the sauna trying to warm up. Feels like 92 outside, but I'm like cold when I get in here. This sauna will warm me up. I call it the hot house. I gotta do this to my knee, and then I gotta like put the seat as close as I can to try to bend this. Okay, bend this knee to where it hurts, because this is a situation, no pain, no gain. Ow, that hurts, but this is what's gonna keep it from locking up, and it's gonna make it feel better. Physical therapist told me be careful with my bad knees and knee replacement using this machine. I can do a lot more weights probably than 25 pounds, but I don't want to have another knee problem. So just do many repetitions at 25 pounds and keep it safe. Otherwise you'll be sorry. That's what the physical therapist told me. I got 5:35 on my clock. I guess I need to take another Tylenol. My neck, yeah, it's probably another Tylenol time. My neck's hurting me really bad, and I need to take a shower. Gosh, what am I gonna do with this freaking neck pain? I'm just kind of concerned they're not going to be able to do nothing about my neck, but I don't know. I've not had an MRI done in a while on my neck. I don't know. I'm trying to remember when it was. My neck, whole thing ruptured. I had like 4 surgeries on my neck. And then after 4 surgeries, having everything fused, it ruptured again. And this time I didn't do a fusion, and then it tried to automatically fuse together anyway, and it didn't move the disc problem in my. So I got not only a disc problem in my spinal cord, but I've also got big bone spur, and it's all trying to grow together. I'm just not doing well with this friggin' neck, and I'm gonna have to have an MRI. I don't know what I'm gonna have done. I guess what else could they do other than surgery? I don't know. This is the type of pain that makes you wish you had another body. It's just the type of pain, a strong ache and throbbing. There's something wrong with my shoulder.
I'm feeling like a waste of space, you know? Back to that. I feel like a failure to all my friends type of thing. Like all my friends would rather see me dead than alive. I'm just that annoying, right?
I wish I could die sometimes. I'm always trapped inside my head. I wish I could die sometimes. sometimes. I'm just a failure, all my friends. I wish I could die sometimes. Always trapped inside my head. I wish I could die sometimes. I'm just a failure, all my friends. It's hard to get up if I fall again. I was cheated in life, so it always wins. I wanna know why I want to live. I wanna know why I want to. Cause everyone hates me, I'm always annoying. My music is trash and my friends all avoid me. I'm empty inside, I can't fill up this void. And I wanna die, but I ain't got a choice. Nah. Cause I gotta deal with this hardship. I'm working my hardest.
I got 6 o'clock. I got 6 o'clock Sunday afternoon, 9th of July 2026. And I'm just wishing the day hurry up and get over with. I'm really down. I'm really depressed right now. I don't know what's going to have to be done, but something's going to have to be done to my neck, or I'm going to be in the emergency room probably a multitude of times, because the emergency room is for emergencies and they just stabilize you. And sometimes you can be in a situation where you're in a lot of pain that kind of like comes and goes. Most people who have a pain problem, not everybody, but most people that have a pain problem usually has it where it comes and goes. And so when that happens and you go to the emergency room about it, you can sit there for a while, then your pain level goes down. Then they're just going to like, oh, you're okay now, you can go home. Hell no. Hell no, I'm just going to be back again. How do I know I'm going to be back again? Because it's this pain level roller coasters up and they just comes back and forth. And a lot of people that commit suicide, they don't do it because they really want to die. They do it because they don't want to, they can't handle the pain no more. They want to escape their body. That's why I keep saying I need a new body. I keep saying exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. I need a new body. It's not that I want to just die and never exist. I want to continue on existing, but the problems I'm having with my body makes me just want to get out of it. Just being honest with you. I don't plan on committing suicide today. I have no reservations for suicide, but what do you do in my situation? Damn, I have a hard time going to the emergency room for a couple of reasons. Number one, the way I'm sitting here on this couch, I'm sitting back. In emergency room setting and their seats, you have to sit up. And it's extremely difficult for me to sit up, especially if I'm there for an hour or so. If I'm there too long, then now they're going to be seeing me for, then they're going to have to see me for my low back, because that's one of the triggers of setting my back problems. See, I've got low back, hip problems, neck problems, shoulder problems. I just had knee replacement. A few years ago, I had 4 neck surgeries, and I was supposed to have another neck surgery, but I didn't do it. And and then I just showed you a picture of what happened. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I could go back to a pain clinic, maybe go back on my narcotic pain medicine, but I have stomach problems where my stomach don't digest food very well. And I can probably take narcotic pain medicine as long as I don't take a lot of it, because if I take too much of it, it's going to be detrimental to my digestive system problem, because I have a very slow digestive system problem. I just take Miralax, because narcotic pain medicine will, I don't know, man. I keep telling myself day by day by day by day by day, next month, I keep telling myself every day, I'm not buying no more Tylenol, when I run out of it, I'm not going to need it anymore. And then I end up going to buy Tylenol, because Tylenol's giving me some relief. I can tell. It's not total relief, but it's barely enough to keep me on the emergency room. But and this anxiety disorder, I may have already said this in this video, that neurologist is totally wrong or lying or something about my... I was told a long time ago that a hormone problem can cause an anxiety disorder, and now I'm being told just the opposite. Now all of a sudden I've been told just the opposite. This is what I was told a long time ago, and this is what I figured out. Hold on, that music's on a commercial.
To define muscle loss with spindle.
This is what I found out when it comes to my hormone problem causing me anxiety. If your testosterone level gets low enough, I think I already said this in the video, it'll cause you anxiety if your testosterone level gets low enough. So then you go to the doctor, they give you testosterone medicine that I take. Well, the side effect of that medicine for a lot of people is what? Anxiety. So either way, you're in a catch-22 with the anxiety problem. With low testosterone anxiety, the side effects of the medicine anxiety. So, and then they want to tell me that there's nothing wrong with me. They want to send me to a psychiatric doctor when it's obviously because I have a hormone problem, testosterone, and then I have to choose between taking the medicine for the problem or not. Either way, I'm still going to have an anxiety problem, either from the medicine or low testosterone. And then I have this problem with pain. So you wonder why I'll be glad when my day's over with. You wonder why I need a new body. Today I was outside walking. I've done it again. Put on 2 different shoes. I've done that twice. Surely I won't do that 3 times. How do I put on 2 different shoes? I put on 2 different shoes again. My brain doing brain farts like that. Well, I don't know, in this video you saw my episodes of waking up in the middle of the night from not being able to sleep. I know, I remember I put that. I don't think I'm going to do that again on this video, but I do. I wake up multiple times. That testosterone medicine's kind of funny because it helps you sleep, but it disturbs your sleep. Yes, that's right. It kind of does both things. It helps you to sleep deeply, but when you sleep deep for a certain amount of time, I think it ramps up your anxiety. It makes your anxiety worse. It makes your anxiety worse, but when you fall asleep, you fall deep asleep. How do I explain this? It does help. I can tell. It does help me sleep deeper and everything. But then once I get enough deeps, or once my brain, I actually say it this way, once my brain thinks it has enough sleep, now my brain's trying to wake me up. Now it's putting me in extra anxiety land. I don't know. That's weird, but that's just the way that is. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way that's working. So anyway, I just got out of the shower, changed clothes. I'm getting ready to go to bed. You can't see, but I put my pants on inside out. So I'm not going to put on YouTube me taking my pants off, put my pants back on. But before I go to bed, I got to switch these. I got these pants on inside out. Oh, I keep doing stupid things. I don't know why I keep doing these stupid things. I know it's like 5:08 in the morning, but I can't sleep past 5 o'clock. It's impossible. My brain won't allow me. And I know this sleep apnea doctor says Well, you go to bed too early. She says, you go to bed too early. You go to bed later. I've been trying that for over 2 decades. I told her I've been trying that for over 20 years. I don't know why. If I stay up late, I'll still wake up early. If I stay up like after 9 o'clock, I will be up all night long. And that won't happen just one night. That'll happen multitude of nights until, I don't know why my brain does that. I don't feel good. My back hurts, shoulder hurts, knee hurts. I'm just waking up like in shit of hell. I'm just waking up this morning in the shit of hell. I'm gonna see what I weigh this morning. Let me see what I weigh. I've gotten out of my will to stay off of sugar. I've been eating too much sweets. And that's gonna blow me up, make me fat. I don't need to be fat again. Let's see what I weigh. I've not been eating quite as much sugary stuff, but I've been eating it just not as much as I used to when I was almost, one time I was actually 312 pounds.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
Almost 2 years ago, I was 277.
Your weight is 198.8 pounds.
That ain't horrible. Doctors wanted me to stay around 200. So if you go by what the doctor tell me, my weight's still fine. But if you go by the BMI, I need to be down about 30 pounds. BMI says I'm about 30 pounds overweight. One time ago, I was 100 pounds, over 100 pounds. One time ago, I was 100 pounds overweight. Now I was 120 pounds overweight. I need to get my weight down 30 pounds. I like to have the TV playing while I'm talking, but if I leave the TV on, the words that pop up on the screen will pop up from the TV. So let me cut this TV down so that don't happen. Damn, I just hurt my back again this time. I don't usually hurt that bad in the middle of my back, but something just snapped in the middle of my back. My weight long time ago, got up to 312. I couldn't believe I was that big. And then it was, this is 2026. It was December 2024, I believe, wasn't it? It wasn't. Yeah, it was December. December, Christmas time, December 2024. That I was 277 pounds, I started having liver problems. And make a long story short with that, with the G.I. Joe doctor I went to see, I just had a fatty liver and I got a platelet problem too. And that's not good for your liver. And so he recommended me to stay away from sugar, carbohydrates, and to eat a low carb diet. And guess what? My liver problems straightened up. My liver enzymes were going into the hundreds. That's pretty high. I got my weight down and now they're in the 20s. My liver enzymes were totally normal because I was overweight. And I started off doing that diet because I was concerned about my liver issue going on. And it wasn't drugs, it wasn't alcohol, it wasn't cigarettes or nothing like that at all. Food can be just as bad, evidently. Food can be just as bad, especially carbohydrates and sweets and stuff. Doggone milkshake. If I do a milkshake, I love ice cream and milkshake, but if I do a milkshake, that'll blow my ass up 2 pounds the next day. Now, you can do a little, actually, this is pure glucose. This is pure, raw, all-natural honey, but it's also pure, raw, all-natural glucose. This will help keep your weight down as long as you don't do more than a teaspoon a day, which I don't do quite. That teaspoon's pretty big. This right here is good for a lot of things, but don't do too much of this. too much of this, then it'll work against you. But this is actually healthy. Now, I had a sugar fetish. I call it a fetish. I don't know if that's the right word. I had a sugar addiction. Maybe I should call it an addiction. Addicted to chocolate, addicted to sugar. I'm gonna do a little bit of honey here. This honey will help. If you have a sugar craving, this right here will help kill your sugar craving too. Man, Coke Zero. Not Coke Zero's okay for me. I know they said Coke Zero. I've heard some doctors say that the Zeros soft drinks will blow you up, but they never blowed me up. Never blowed me up. I've always lost weight. But the problem with Coke Zero, the aspartame, seems like it makes my pain worse. It just does. I read online that some people claim aspartame helps their pain, but most people, aspartame is a problem with their pain. And that was a perfect thing for me to drink because it tasted really sweet. It satisfied my sweet tooth taste problem, but it didn't blow me up. I didn't gain weight on it. But on the contrary to that, it makes my pain problem worse. If ain't one thing, it's a damn another, I guess. So in the past couple months, I know my weight's not up that high. 190, what was it? It was 198.8, just under 200. I'm where the doctors want me to be, but like I just mentioned, the BMI says I need to be down about 30 pounds. That's what I weighed when I was in high school. That's what I'd like to look like, what I weighed when I was in high school. But part of my anxiety problem is when I get nervous, uptight or whatever, if I eat something sweet like a cake or a pie or something, I don't know, that just, some people get a sugar rush, I don't. It just mellows me out. When I get depressed, see, I'm fighting anxiety, and my body wants to go to sugar to treat anxiety is a problem right there. I know that's what the problem is with me and sugar. I don't know why, but anxiety helps mellow me out. It's like a drug. There was a study done. They did some kind of brain study where it showed the part of the brain when you did cocaine that lights up on this scan they did. They did a test with this, I don't know what you call this computer, but they did a computer scan that shows the part of the brain that lights up on this scan when you do cocaine. And they found out the same part of the brain that lights up when you do cocaine also lights up when you do sugar. Sugar, they figured out, is probably just as addictive. Sugar is probably just as addictive as cocaine. I believe it too. Sugar ought to be a drug. These people that go to Starbucks every morning, they're there for a double dose of drugs, caffeine and sugar. Caffeine's a drug too, you know. Sugar ought to be called, I think sugar ought to be classified as a drug. But anyway, I'm fixing to go check my mail here momentarily. I don't check my mail on Saturday and I don't look at it on Sunday in case there's something in there that harassed me till Monday morning. And the time now is almost 6 o'clock. It's about time for me to check the Saturday mail Monday morning. Because with my anxiety disorder, if I find something in the mail that aggravates me, it'll aggravate me. It'll probably be something I can't do nothing about it till Monday morning anyway. Something sometimes will come in my mail. Ain't nothing I can do about it till Monday morning. And it'll aggravate my whole weekend. So I stopped looking at the mail on Saturdays. There's a certain point late Friday I actually stop looking at it, and I wait till Monday morning just in case if there's something in there that's going to bug the hell out of me till Monday morning. I wait till Monday morning to check my mail just so that my anxiety problem I have doesn't bother. So it's about time me here in a minute go check my mail, my Saturday's mail Monday morning. But yeah, sugar's a problem with me. My weight's down. I still look pretty good, but I wish I'd go down the way I was in high school. I need to lose 30 pounds. One time ago, I needed to lose 100 pounds. Now I'm just 30 pounds overweight. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know. Let's see what this is. This is from let's see what this is. Oh, this is from that neurologist that I saw. Oh, they just sent me a letter in the mail. They moved my appointment back. I don't know why, but they moved my appointment back a month where I was seeing a neurologist. That neurologist is dumb as hell. I can't remember, but I feel like I've already said this before in the video, but they can't find nothing wrong with my brain. They say that there's nothing wrong with my hormones and all that, and that's bullshit, folks. Bull fucking shit. I found out from my urologist told me one time. I asked my urologist about taking my shots, my testosterone shots. I asked him, can my testosterone shot make me feel nervous? He said they can make you feel on edge. And then I've had an endocrinologist up in La Follette, Tennessee, Dr. Hammy or something like that's his name. I don't know how you spell his name. I can't remember. But I've had a couple of endocrinologists to tell me this, that if your testosterone level gets too low, that can cause anxiety. So I've been told by 2 different doctors that when you have a testosterone problem, probably coming from the damn pituitary gland, that's what regulates that's what regulates those hormones. That when you have low testosterone, that causes anxiety, and when you take the friggin' medication, one of the side effects of the medicine is anxiety. And they say that just beats the fucking hell out of me. I got a good mind call and tell them what I know, but they're kind of rude to me over the phone. I think they're getting aggravated with me because I've been bugging them. But I just want to be well, guys. That's all. I just want to be well. Am I asking for too much? Am I being too greedy? I tell you what, my back problem, every time I fall, I'm going to the emergency room now. Every time I fall, that's an emergency room visit. It's working on 10 o'clock. And I think the pool opens right now, and I just want to go out to the swimming pool. But let me take a nap here for a minute. Listen to some music. Just take a quick nappy. Just take a quick power nap. I guess that's what they call it, a power nap. And then I want to see if I can go swim in the pool. That pool, my apartment complex is old. This thing's 50-something years old. I guess back in the day, this used to be top-notch apartments, but because it's so old, it's not top-notch anymore. And it came back in the day with a swimming pool, and it still have a swimming pool. And this cheapest place I can find to live in Knoxville. Cheapest place. It's like $8.95. That's the cheapest place I can find in Knoxville right here. And they just happen to have a swimming pool. So let's take a power nap and see what happens. Guess what I did again? I've done this twice. I'm not going back to change the shoes. I'm halfway to the swimming pool, and I noticed I put on. I just about failed, but I didn't. Almost fell again. I don't know why my back is just acting up where I just about fall. But anyway, I'm not, this I have to wear 2 different shoes, whatever. I want to see if I can go, this pool has been opened for the last 7 weeks. And normally ever since I lived here, I come to this pool every day when it's open, and I ain't been 7 weeks. So I'm 7 weeks late. You see that hill right there? See the hill? I'm gonna have to walk backwards down that hill because I'm afraid I might fall. That's kind of steep, and I don't want to fall forwards down that hill. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a steep hill. So I'm gonna have to walk. It's hard for me to do this video where you see what I'm doing. Hold on, man. See my walker, you see. I can't do a video on this. So I'm walking backwards down this hill because it's really steep, and I don't want to fall forwards down this hill. I want to fall the shortest way. I guess, is the pool open? It's not open right now? Oh, probably be open a little bit later. Well, it's okay. Pool's not open right now. Well, it's okay. I understand it's gotta be clean. I'll just hang out. I mean, I'll hang out here for a minute or two. It's okay. I understand you gotta clean. Pool's temporarily closed. I'll hang out for a few minutes. Out the door there, right across the street, that building there's the pool. And they've got a room here, a little workout room. I just can't make up my mind whether or not I want to go to that pool or not. That pool would be good exercise for my body. My doctor, pain clinic doctor, told me the best exercise you can have for joint issues is the pool, because you're swimming. It's like less wear and tear, weight on your joints because of the water. Oh, I just thought of something. I left my little raft thingy. I gotta go back home anyway. When I go back home, I gotta remember to change my shoes. I gotta go back home. I got a little flotation device that I could use in the pool. I can swim without that thing, but I use that thing in case. I never know when my back is gonna mess me up. I have been in that pool with so much back pain, about drowned. So I got a little flotation device in case that happens to keep me from drowning. I gotta remember when I go back home to not have on 2 different pairs of shoes. Can I remember that, please? I don't know why I've done that. I just totally oblivious to it until I got about halfway here. So let me exercise my knee on this thing. I'm gonna try to go to that damn pool. That pool, man, is a blessing to me. I'm not using it, and that would be pretty good exercise, wouldn't it? Because less stress on your body. So I gotta go back home and get my little flotational thing. Look what I did. Take a look down here at my feet. Earlier I came out here with the wrong shoes. Well, at least I put on 2 New Balance shoes and not 2 different brands. But I got mostly New Balance. Yeah, that's right, New Balance is what That's what the foot doctor told me to use for plantar fasciitis in my feet. But I found a pair of Walmart that are not that bad to wear. They're a lot cheaper. New Balance has done so. It's like over $100 a pair now, and it's too expensive. And I found a pair from Walmart. I know, cheap, but I've had them for 7 or 8 months. I've had them for a good while. They're still holding up, and they look good. I don't know. I like to buy another pair of New Balance because that's what the foot doctor. I hope the pool's open when I get over there. We'll see, because this is the last time I'm not coming back out. I'm just going to be done fine. Finally, I've got into the pool after 7 weeks. I was sitting there thinking about doing a video of me in slow motion diving in the pool, but last time I'd done that, that's when I messed up my leg. That was the straw that broke the camel's back when I dived right in here. I would like to do a slow motion video of me diving in the pool, but I don't know. Remember to take these off. I guess it's okay now, isn't it? Yeah. Huh? It's okay to swim it now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I figured so. I'm not going to dive in the pool no more. Last time I did it, I messed this leg up and had to have surgery. My knee was already bad. It was already bad, and that's all I needed. I didn't know it was bad until... Anyway, so I'm not doing that no more.
Okay. Yeah, I just gotta wait for the water level to raise a little bit more, and then I'm done with it for the day.
I'm not in your way, am I?
No, you're good.
All right. I'm 7 weeks late. I'm usually out here every day, but I'm finally doing it, I guess. Oh, shoot. I don't have to have it, but I left my flotational thing at home. Dang it. I don't have to have it, but I have it just as extra precaution. It's okay. I'll swim around the edges. I'll be all right. yeah, this walking right here in the pool is going to be extremely helpful for me. See, it puts resistance against my body, but yet at the same time holds my body up. Water feels pretty warm. I'm usually cold, I can usually get cold real easy, but I'm actually not. I didn't get cold at all in here. This is actually good exercise for me with my back because it holds my body up and it's easier to walk, but yet there's resistance on me. That's what the doctors told me to do. Anyway.
Well, it's wet like pee, but it smells like poop. And if you need a stool sample, you're gonna have to take a scoop. Oh, diarrhea.
Another problem that I have. See, this is why I need a new body. Another problem I have is my stomach.
Then it bounces right
well, I had my
back
gallbladder
all over
removed,
your bum. Hey,
and I do have diverticulitis, and I don't know what's just in the stomach. I was in the pool swimming, and so one I didn't shit. I did not shit in the pool or crap in the pool, but I almost crapped all in the pool, but I didn't. My stomach, and it's like a long friggin' walk from the. It's not really a long walk. It's like 5 minutes tops, but to me, 5 minutes is a long walk. Oh. It's a wonder I didn't shit all over the parking lot too. But anyway. Okay. Sitting on the damn toilet, but that swimming pool is exactly what I need. I've got to take a nap. I got 12:41. I got to take a nap. I'm so tired. I think it's hypersomnia. I go tired and wired. I go tired, wired, and then sometimes I'm tired and wired at the same time. There's something wrong with my friggin' brain. This ain't normal. Can't be. I go tired. I go wired. That tired and wired at the same time is the worst feeling ever because it's like you feel like you need to lay down and go to sleep. But you also feel like you need to go out. You can't do both at the same time. But then you feel like you need to go outside and run around. I mean, I'm not going to go outside and run around, but I feel like I need to be doing some activity. Yet at the same time, I feel like I need to be taking a nap. And that's hard feeling to feel because if you're tired and you're not wired, you can just lay here and fall asleep. If you're wired, you can just go do something about it, exercise or whatever. But when you're tired and wired, what the heck do you do? That's horrible. Tried to take a nap a minute ago, and it's like my brain is so wired and tired at the same time, I just couldn't fall asleep for whatever reason. Why? I make this YouTube because it's kind of a documentary, what do you call this? It's like a documentary reality show of my world, of my life, and what I go through with pain, depression, and anxiety is what this is about. And it's hard to put, it's trying to find the most important things that I want to show what I've been through. This is going to be, time I get through, I'm looking at my movie here, it's going to be 3 hours long. I guess it'll fit on. I guess you can put a 3-hour video on YouTube, can't you? But anyway, I just need a new body. 57 years old, I need a new body really bad. But you know, this world's temporary. One thing I learned in life is that this world is temporary. We're only here for a little while. And what God's done for me is more than I'll ever deserve. What God's done for me, I mean, we're only here for just a little while, you know. It feels like you're here forever, especially when you're younger. When you're younger, you feel like you're going to be here forever. But when you get older, you can tell that your time is coming up by the way your body feels and everything. But, God, my back's bothering me. But anyway, I just made a video here. I tried to put as much variety in here. Try not to make it the same thing. I was wanting to put a little bit of Morristown in this video, but I don't look like I'm going to be able to do that unless it's a 4-hour video, and I'm trying to keep it under 3 hours long. I don't know if I don't know who's going to actually watch every bit of this 3 hours, but if you do, I appreciate it. Send me a thumbs up. Send me a thumbs up if you've watched. Thumbs up this if you sat and watched this whole 3-hour movie of me. But my next one, I'll probably have a little bit of stuff from Morristown. My hands are itching, psoriasis. But yeah, that's what this is about. This is just, I like doing videos. Since I was a kid, I've always had a camera. And one time ago, when I was in high school, and then I had it when I graduated high school, my dad bought this VSH camera. I think I got a picture somewhere. I got a picture of me with that VSH camera. I wore the crap out of it. Yeah, there's that picture. I put that on here. That's me when I was, how old was I then? My brother was graduating college then, so I must have been 19 years old in that picture. And that was a VSH camcorder. I wore the crap. I used that thing all the time. Yeah, I've always been, my whole life, a videographer, I guess. And then as time went along, we got this YouTube thing here now where you can put movies, where you can make movies. And then everybody's cell phone nowadays made with the technology to do videos like this. That's how I do this. I do this on an iPhone 16 Pro. That's how I do this. So anyway, I don't know. Well, one of these days, if I die and pass away, and this video's here, and if anybody wants to go back and look at my life, they can go back and look at this video, I guess. I don't know. That's what they can do. But can't never get upset with God, no matter how bad life gets. Of course, you always appreciate God when life is good. But even when life is bad, you can't never get angry with God about anything, because God has already done so much for me. God has done so much for me. He did not have to send his son Jesus to die on the cross for my sins, but he did it because he wants me to be part of his heaven, his kingdom. Why? I don't know. Why would the Lord want? Because we're such a microscopic particle of the universe. When you stop and look how big the universe is, the James Webb Telescope has measured 13 billion light years, and it's growing. What's a light year? A light year is 1 trillion miles. So 13 billion light years would be 13 trillion. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. A light year. Okay, the universe is 13 billion light years, right? And a light year is 6 trillion miles. So they have measured the universe 13 billion times 6 trillion miles. 13 billion times 6 trillion miles. Golly, what kind of number is that? That's a number you can't fathom. And God spoke it into his existence too. So anyway, I guess I'll end this video at 3 hours long and see if I can put it on my YouTube channel. All the music I got on here is copyright free. Should be. All the music I have on here is copyright free. I got music on here, and you can't put music on social media unless it's copyright free without the copyright consent, I guess. Everything I got on here is copyright free. So anyway, I appreciate you watching my 3 hours long. This will be the longest one I ever created on TikTok, probably. TikTok, I'm sorry, not TikTok. Not Facebook, but YouTube. I'm trying to say YouTube. Send me a thumbs up. Send me a like on this post if you watched the whole thing. Thanks.